And welcome to the game, everybody. Glad you've joined us. Double-A baseball on the show coming your way. It's the San Antonio Missions and the Wichita Wind Surge. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And towing the slab, Chase Cheney. Here's a closer look. He's going to need to command all 4 of his pitches to have a great game in this one. If one of those 4 isn't working, it makes it a lot easier for hitters to guess what's coming. And that's not a situation he wants to find himself in. Ready to go now. Coming up to the dish for San Antonio, Albert Fabian.
Albert Fabian.
And we are underway.
1-0.
That one to first. Nice grab. Nicely done for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup.
Ethan Salas.
Ethan Salas, the next to hit. And that's a 1-out single. That was over in a hurry. Efficient way to get a hit. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Here's the center fielder, Joshua Mears.
Ball. 1-0.
Pitch. And that drops in for a strike. Took that one, but it's wise to lay off pitches in that location in situations like this. Don't want to bounce into the double play. Runner at first, 1 away. Gets him looking. That's out number 2. A lot of hitters will look out over the plate to the outer half with 2 strikes, and they're less able to react on a good fastball in. That might explain the batter taking strike 3 called here. And here's the first baseman, Marcos Castañon. In the air, right field. And that's how to play a foul ball. Hard liner to first, snag for the out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. Midway in the first, no score. Welcome back. And today's starter, Kevin Kopps. Here's what we're expecting. Just a 3-pitch mix, but he's got a lot of confidence in those 3 offerings. The key is going to be mixing pitch sequences throughout this start so he doesn't get too predictable. Otherwise, the hitters can sit on one of the 3 and unload when it comes. Coming up to the dish for Wichita, Alan Serta.
Surge, the center fielder, Alan Serta.
In for a strike. It's 0-1. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Just couldn't get on time with the heater in that at bat. 3 straight fastballs, and he ends up with the strikeout. Next up for the win surge, Luke Keeschel. Hit on the ground to the right side. Castagnon takes it to first. Home first moving quickly tonight, 2 away. Take a look at this lineup.
First baseman, Aaron Sabato.
Now up, Aaron Sabato. And fires in a heater at 95.
0-1.
Swing and a ball popped up. Cedeno. And that's the 3rd out. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. If you're looking to bring more good vibrations into your life, then call Thad's Theremin Therapy. They've got just the right lack of touch to help you.
1-0.
Top half of the second from Wichita. Righty comes to the plate. Up the middle. And that squirts through. And the leadoff hitter aboard.
Batting 6.
Next to hit for the Missions, Cole Roederer. Roederer goes 5'9", 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2018. Go ahead, run at first, nobody out. Here in the top of the 2nd. Swing and a miss. That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. That one is way inside. That'll back him up a bit. No score here in the 2nd inning. Can't connect on the curveball. He strikes out. Here's the 3rd baseman, Gendry Rojas.
Ball.
The 1-0 pitch. The other way. Gets down, base hit. And that keeps the runner from advancing past second.
Batting 8, the 2nd baseman, Nerwillian
1 out and 2 on. Stepping to the plate now for San Antonio, Nerwillian Cedeno. Got it started a little too early there, strike 1.
0-1.
The 0-1. Swing and a rocket. Pretty deep. Dives, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases. Oh, caught up in a rundown. Coming around 3rd. Runner scores, and they take the lead. And they put the tag on him for the out. Digging in for the Missions, Leodalis DeVries. That's in for a strike. Bounces this one to first. Sabato. Play made. That ends the inning. So they get 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Now to the bottom of inning number 2. San Antonio with the lead, 1-0. Bottom of the inning. Stepping to the plate next for Wichita, Tanner Schobel. Swing and a base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. Aggressive approach paid off and found something he could hit. Not much to quibble with on that swing. He had everything going in the right direction and barreled it up for a liner into center. Nice rip. Next up, Walker Jenkins. Oh, a no-pitch signal now, and it's a ball. Ripped on the ground to second. One away.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Dalton Sheffield.
And now, Dalton Sheffield. Good opportunity to pick up your teammate and deliver.
That's a ball.
Runner on at third, one away. Now a flare off the bat, heading towards it. Snags it for the second out. So up next, Danny DeAndrade.
The shortstop, Danny DeAndrade.
He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. Runner at third, two away. And now a balk has been called. Wow! In comes the runner from third, and that ties the ball game. On the ground, DeVries. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. But they push across one run, one hit, no errors, and no one left on. We're at the end of two. All tied 1-1. We move on to the third inning. Here's the left fielder, Albert Fabian. Just missed.
1-0. Ball. 2-0.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 2-1. Swings through it.
2-2.
Here's a fly to left. Fedko. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher Ethan Salas.
Next to hit for the Missions, Ethan Salas. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He swings and fouls one off. Fastball, this one comes right back to the mound. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 14, Joshua Mears.
And now the center fielder, Joshua Mears, caught looking the first time up.
That's a ball low. Hey! 1-1.
Two outs and nobody aboard. Dives but can't make the catch. Flip to the pitcher is in time, and they do get the third out. The inning is over. Nothing doing here in this half of the inning. We move on to the bottom of the third. All tied 1-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Andrew Cassetti. Pitch is in there. Strike 1.
It's 0-1. Here.
Whether or not he agreed with the calls on those first 2 pitches, he has to focus now with an 0-2 count. Gotta protect the zone, even if it's a little larger than usual. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And a quick out, number 1. That was the one he wanted, but a little early on the swing. When that happens, if your front side flies open, you're likely to get too far under it like he did there. Kyler Fedko digs in now. And that one hammered. It's back. And that one hops the wall. Around first, hustling for 2. In at second with a 1-out double. He was all over that one. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. Back to the top of the order here. Alan Serta, now at the plate, struck out swinging the first time. Lifted in the air to right center. Out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Luke Keeschel.
Now it's the second baseman, Luke Keeschel, 0 for 1. Foul ball there. Runner at second, 2 down. I think we may have a balk here, and yes, we do. That's the first pitch they've taken for a ball in this one, and it's been a long time coming. The 0-1 offering.
That's a ball.
Wallops this one out towards right center, and it's into the gap. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Runner from third in to score. And a 2-1 ball game now. Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. As soon as that one leapt off the bat, he had extra bases on his mind. And with the ball going to the opposite field, he had a great view of the play, so he made the right call and hustled for the double. And now the first baseman, Aaron Sabato, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Time called during the pitch, and it looks like a balk has been called here. In there for strike 1.
Ball.
2 outs and a runner in scoring position. This one in the air to right. Makes the grab. That ends the inning and limits the damage. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Top. For the 4th inning with the missions at the dish. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down.
The batter, number 7.
Coming up to the dish for San Antonio, number 7. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
No, that missed.
Here comes the 1-0.
Hey, ha!
That one ripped into right center. Could be two, maybe more. And that'll kick off the base of the wall. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. Runner at second, one away. Stepping to the plate now for San Antonio, Cole Roederer.
Ball. That's a
With
ball.
one out and first base open, I wonder if he'll get a pitch to hit. Out to center. Serta drifts towards it. Got it. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. Up to third safely with 2 gone. So digging in, Gendry Rojas.
Third baseman, Gendry Rojas.
That's a ball. Two and O's the count.
Right side, handles, takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. We're midway through the 4th. Wichita with the lead, 2-1. Smoked on the ground to second. Play is made, 1 gone.
The right fielder, number 32, Walker.
So up next, Walker Jenkins. Rolled out to second in the first AB. There's a strike. Right through there for a strike. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Swings through it for the K. 2 outs already in the home fourth. Digging in for the
Now
wind surge,
the
Dalton
designated
Sheffield.
hitter, Dalton Sheffield.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
1-1.
This one is labeled. That one is very deep. That one's gone. Made them pay for that one, and they add on. It's 3-1. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. I don't think he got all of that one, but it had the right stuff to make it out of here for a homer. I'm sure he'll be just fine with that one. Bases are empty with 2 away. Coming up to the dish for Wichita, Danny DeAndrade. Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. That one fouled off. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 run in the inning so far. He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. 2-1 now. And pops it up. Cedeno drifting towards this one. And that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. We're in the top half of the fifth, and now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Nerwillian Cedeno. Cedeno stands at 6 foot even, 22 years old, and he's a native of Venezuela. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get a hit. And with good speed on first, they have some options about how to attack. And now the shortstop, Leodalis de Vries. 0 for 1, grounded out to first the last time.
Ball.
Just off
That's
the
a ball.
outside edge.
Outside.
And that's ball 2. The wind surge, up by 2. We're in the top of the fifth inning.
Hee-haw!
Right through there for a strike.
2-2.
Into center. The tying run is aboard. Back-to-back singles, passing the baton. I might want to go back and see where the outfielders were set up for that one. Off the bat, it looked like a simple pop-out, but it found a spot to settle in for a hit. Digging in for the missions, Albert Fabian. And that's in for a strike. Way inside, and that hits the batter.
Take your base.
And they're all loaded up. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, making a move for the bullpen. Chase Cheney won't go any further tonight. Nice job from the reliever making a start today, but exiting with the bases loaded, so that's a challenge. New arm on the mound in a minute.
Now pitching for the
So they turn
surge.
things over to the righty, Kyle
Number
Bischoff.
47.
The bases are loaded,
Kyle
so no time to settle into this one.
Bischoff.
Next to hit for the missions, Ethan Salas, 1 for 2. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Bases loaded and nobody out, so the hitter is turning the screws on the pitcher. Make him beat you, or wait for him to serve up a meatball. The 0-1. On the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
The center fielder, number 14. Joshua.
They may have scored 1 there, but with the bases loaded and nobody out, that may have cost them a chance at scoring multiple runs in the inning. That double play could be a real blow to their momentum. And here is Joshua Mears. Ripped into right center, should be extra bases. In from third is the tying run. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. I think that's exactly what he wanted to do on that pitch. Shot it the opposite way, and he was thinking about going for 2 all the way. Great rip. Now a chance for Marcos Castano, and the slider just misses.
1-0.
1-0 pitch. And plenty of time to first. They limit the damage here. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied up at 3. Bottom half of the fifth, and the wind surge batting.
Now pitching for
So
San
they turn to the
Antonio.
lefty in this spot,
Number
Omar
60.
Cruz. Plenty of game
Omar
left as the starter didn't last all that long. Coming in from the bullpen, he knows his team is counting on him to eat some innings and put them in a position to stay in this game. Swings through that one. You know, I've heard the most popular
No ball,
concessions
one strike.
item here in Wichita is chili with cinnamon rolls. You can find them all around the park if you're so inclined. And that one fouled off. Set down on strikes. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the fifth.
Now batting, left
Kyler
fielder,
Fedko
Kyler
will hit next.
Fedko.
Grounder to second. Cedeno. Play is made, 2 out. Off to a very efficient start. 4 pitches, 2
Now
outs.
batting, center fielder,
Alan Serta, the next to hit.
Serta.
Here. 0-1.
Now this is lifted to center. And it drops in. A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive. Here's the second baseman, Luke Keichel. Right through there for a strike. All tied up. Bottom half of the fifth. Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. High fly ball towards left center. Going back pretty deep. And that retires the side. 1 runner left aboard. Still tied 3-3. On to the next inning, and now the right fielder, number 7. Next pitch popped foul, this one off to the right, and it'll get out of play. In the air, right field. And that drops foul. The next offering misses. And the count is 1-2.
1-2.
Action in the pen down there. Jacob Bosiakovic appears to be getting loose. Stankiewicz also getting ready. And the 1-2. Close, but ruled a ball. That was really close around the knees, but he's handling it well on the mound. Just has to adjust his sights. Next pitch in the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Strikeout looking for the backwards K. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. And he must have been looking in some other location. Otherwise, I don't know why he'd go down looking on a fastball on the inner half. Roederer, and now takes ball 1 off the plate.
1 ball, no strikes.
1 out and the base is empty.
Hey!
Line drive, that's a base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. With balls into the gaps like that one, hitters know they can think about extra bases and make that wide turn around first base. That's a great swing. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Now the third baseman, Gendry Rojas. Outfield pretty shallow here.
No, that's out.
Fouled off. He was late. The Missions with the go-ahead run at first.
Ball.
That one finds the zone. 2-2 now. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. Two now. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Ugly hack on the off-speed offering in the dirt. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, William Cedeno. And misses inside. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Ball.
Pitch misses. And that's ball 3. On 3-0, most minor leaguers are taking all the way. We'll see if he can find the zone. And there's a strike. Roederer leading off first with 2 away. On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up as we approach the bottom of the 6th. All tied up at 3. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Stepping to the plate next for Wichita, Aaron Sabato. And that drops in for a strike. Great deception on the first pitch changeup. The arm action fooled the batter, and the pitcher stole a strike. Popped up. Cedeno settles under it. And there's one down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Tanner Schobel.
Next up for the wind surge, Tanner Schobel. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Bash down the right side, but foul. Oh, and 2 now. Got the batter swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Now batting,
Digging
right
in for the
fielder,
wind surge,
Walker
Walker Jenkins.
Jenkins.
In a lefty-lefty matchup, that curveball is
0-1.
almost a given. Might have taken it in case another one comes later in the AB. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Now here's the 0-2. Here's a grounder up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Down in the count, didn't matter. Put a great swing on it. That's a nice, simple approach there. Sent that one back through the middle for a clean base hit. Oh, and no pitch signal now, and it's a balk. I think we may have a balk here, and yes, we do. I was certain that was a strike. Not my call, though. Now, no pitch is signaled, and oh my, it's a balk. And with a runner on third, it brings home a run. Sheffield swings through it for strike one.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike. That's a mistake letting that fastball go down the pipe. He's got to recover quickly if he wants to get something out of this AB. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. That one hops the wall. Around first, hustling for 2. And it's a 2-out double. Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Terrific swing on that pitch. Really well struck. Just needed to get a little more under it to send it out of here. Still, excellent cut. And the batter will be the shortstop, Danny De Andrade. Time called during the pitch, and it looks like a balk has been called here. Uh-oh, looks like a balk, and it is. Terrible timing for a mistake like that. It brings across a run. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, looks ready to make the move. Omar Cruz won't go any further. And as the starter heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
So a
San
lefty
Antonio.
out of the pen, Jason Blanchard,
Number 24.
coming into a game trailing by a
Jason
small margin, and so his job
Blanchard.
will be to keep it within reach for the offense. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. They get the out, and that'll do it. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits. No errors, no one left on base. We're through 6 full innings. The Wind Surge lead it 5-3.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Wind
back.
Surge.
We're in the 7th inning, and we have
Number
a new pitcher on the
27.
mound, Jacob Bosiakovic,
Jacob
charged with hanging on to this lead.
Bosiakovic.
Leodalis
Leading
DeVries
off for
getting
San
ready to hit.
Antonio, the shortstop, number 94.
So he steps
Timeout.
out on the timeout. Line drive, and it's caught.
The left fielder, number 30, Albert Fabian.
So digging in, Albert Fabian. Rips that to right. 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Ethan Salas.
So up next, Ethan Salas, 1 for 3.
Hee-haw!
2 down and nobody aboard. Here in the top half of the 7th. Wallops this one out towards right center. And that one hops the wall. In at second with a 2-out double. Really strong, loud contact on that swing. It didn't have enough to leave the ballpark, but it's still a very nice double. And at second here with 2 away. Joshua Mears now at the plate. RBI knocked the last time up, and now a chance to drive in another run. contact. This one's soaring. It's gonna carry. It's gone. And we're all tied up. That's gotta feel good. A 2-run blast. And they tie it up. It's 5-5. This ball game's up for grabs now after he hit that homer. What a moment. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. So 2 down. And now at the plate, Marcos Castañón. Right through there for a strike. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Now batting, number 7.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jacob Bosiakovic out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
John
win
Stankiewicz on to pitch here.
number 39.
So a man on. Stepping to the plate now for San Antonio, number 7. And there's a hit. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone. Seeing the ball very well in this game. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it, just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base knock into the outfield. Now a chance to take the lead, and that's an opportunity they can't afford to squander this late in the game. So digging in, Cole Roederer. Up the middle, slides, got it. Throw to second, out. Nice play, and that may have saved a run. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. All even at 5 apiece. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Andrew Cassetti. Close one, but doesn't get the call. Swings and lifts a high fly ball out to left. And that is a foul ball. One ball, 1 strike. This one is labeled. And a base hit. Around first, hustling for 2. In safely with a leadoff double, go-ahead runs in scoring position. Great job by the leadoff hitter there. They need runners and scoring opportunities. That's exactly what he gave them with that knock. Plenty of options now. Kyler Fedko will hit next.
He balked.
Go-ahead run in scoring position, nobody out. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In there, picks up the K. Not what the offense was looking for after a leadoff double. The strikeout and one away
Now
now.
batting, center fielder,
Here's the center fielder, Alan Serta.
Serta.
Time called, and
That's
it's a
a balk.
ball.
Runner, come
Wow,
home.
what a development here. That brings in the go-ahead run. Definitely a strikeout situation. If the ball's put in play, the run can score in a lot of ways. So one on now with one away.
Now batting, second baseman.
So up
Luke
next, Luke Keeschel.
Keeschel.
Balk.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-1.
Close,
No, that missed.
doesn't
That's a
get the
ball.
call. Serta, the runner at second, one away.
That was a buck.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jason Blanchard is done. Leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on, and we'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
A new
San
arm into the
Antonio.
game, the righty, Logan
Number
Gillespie.
71.
Will have to deal with a runner
Logan
on third.
Gillespie.
One and one. Here's the pitch. Late swing, fouled it off. One away with a runner at third. Here in the bottom of the seventh, just past the stretch. Swing and a miss, curveball in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first,
He's out.
and it's there for out number two. That's a strikeout. No advance on the bases. Good job behind the dish.
The first
Huge
baseman,
strikeout.
number
And now the
19,
infielders can move
Aaron
back a bit. A lot of ways to get that third out and keep the runner from scoring. And here's the first baseman, Aaron Sabato.
Hoo-yah. It's 0-1.
In the air to the right. This one pretty far back. Makes the play. That ends the inning and limits the damage. They pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We're headed to the 8th. Wichita ahead in this game, 6-5.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Windsurge,
and a new arm on the mound
number
to start the eighth.
57.
Anthony Misevich
Anthony
has some nasty breaking stuff.
Misevich.
And here at the plate,
Leading
Gendry
off for
Rojas.
San Antonio, the third baseman, Gendry Rojas.
That one ripped into right center. Should be extra bases here. Around second now, going for third. And the tying run's aboard with a leadoff triple. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. They call the triple the most exciting play in baseball, and you see why right there. Got that one pretty good and put it into the gap, and he turned on the Jets to get a chance at three. Excellent job to get the triple. Now a pivotal at bat in this ballgame. Now at the plate, Nerwillian Cedeno. Switch hitter, batting righty against the lefty on the mound. Right down the chute, and that is strike one. And he fires in a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Ty Langenberg preparing to come on if needed. Bragg, the lefty, warming up as well. The tying run just 90 feet away. Hard liner. And foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Called out on strikes. Huge K there.
Now batting, number 94.
Stepping in, the switch hitting shortstop, Leodalis DeVries. A laser into the outfield. Right there to make the grab. And that should get the job done. Runner tagging from third. And a big run comes across on the sac fly. And it's a tie game here in the eighth.
Fabian.
Tied at 6. Now the left fielder, Albert Fabian.
Yeehaw!
That one is absolutely pummeled. Gets into the
Foul ball.
corner, but it's foul. Lots of lead changes, a back and forth battle in the late stages of this game. Right through there for the strikeout. Third out. But they are able to even it up here in the late innings. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. We're all even in this one, 6-6. All set for the bottom of the eighth. Coming up to the dish for Wichita, Tanner Schobel.
Tanner Schobel.
All right. 0-1.
Next pitch popped foul. This one off to the right, and it'll get out of play. Now here's the 0-2. It's ball one. Fights it off. We'll see another. And now the 1-2. Spoils the two-strike offering, another coming up. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's one away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping in, Walker Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Hee-haw!
Late swing, foul to the left. All tied up here in the bottom half of the 8th. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. A little inside conscious now, and maybe the pitcher will target the outer half of the plate. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. What an at-bat he's putting together. He's doing a great job of frustrating the pitcher, and that makes a mistake pitch more likely. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Gassed it right by the bat.
The batter,
stepping to the plate next for Wichita, Dalton Sheffield. He's already homered in this ballgame. Two-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base. And he continues this huge game, even if that one did stay in the yard. What a performance. Now it's the shortstop, Danny DeAndrade.
No balls, one strike.
Two away, the possible go-ahead run at first. Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses. And that ends the inning. Very fired up after that and completely understandable. Great job to make some key pitches and get out of a tough inning. All set to start the 9th inning in this one. Coming up to the dish for San Antonio, Ethan Salas. Swing and a drive. Into the corner, but foul. Liner snagged it first. Didn't get the hit, but that swing tells you how well he's seeing the ball. Great contact, solid line drive. Just didn't work out that time. Tied at 6. And now the center fielder, Joshua Mears. Bashes this one to deep left center. That one hops against the fence. Into second base with one away as the go-ahead run. Such an impressive performance out of him in this one. His 3rd hit for extra bases. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. This next at-bat looms very large. Digging in, Marcos Castañón. There's a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Base hit. Coming to the plate. Runner scores, and they have the lead. Clutch hitting right there to give them the lead this late in the ball game. Beautiful swing there leads to the double, and the hitting coach has to figure out how they can make that the default swing going forward. A minor leaguer who can unlock that swing consistently is going to be on the rise. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, making a move for the bullpen. Anthony Misevich gives way, responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't quite closed yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
left-hander out of the bullpen, Cade Brad.
Number 60.
Has to collect quick outs and keep the team within striking distance. And now, the right fielder, number 7. Right back to him on the mound. That's out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Cole Roederer.
Now at the dish, Cole Roederer. Meanwhile, some activity in the bullpen. A right-hander is up and throwing. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a rocket back there. It's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run scores from second. And they lead by 2.
No,
he's in there. Hey, that's a really big RBI as he snags himself 3 bases in the process. That ball came screaming off the bat, and once it was headed for the gap, it was triple or bust. Two outs, man at third. Gendry Rojas, the next to hit. Outfield pretty shallow here. That one's in there. 0-1. He hits a fly to center. Gets under it, makes the catch. They limit the damage here. A couple of runs in the inning put them ahead. 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up in the bottom of the 9th inning. San Antonio ahead in this game, 8-6. Last chance for the home team. And here's the catcher, Andrew Cassetti.
Andrew Cassetti.
He must have been sitting on something off speed.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Caught the batter swinging. It's a strikeout. And the leadoff batter set down here in the ninth. He's 2 outs
Now
away.
batting,
Here's the
left
left
fielder,
fielder, Kyler
Kyler.
Fedko.
Fedko.
That one out to right. And that falls for a base hit. Man on at first. Digging in for the wind surge, Alan Serta.
Hey!
That misses.
Ball out.
And now it's even 1-1. The wind surge with the tying run at the dish. One-two offering. In the air to left center. Nice grab reaching down to make the play.
Now batting, second baseman, Luke Keyshaw.
So it's their last chance of the ball game. Tying run waits at the plate. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Strike 3, got him swinging. And this game is over. Final line of 8-6 in this one. Thanks for dropping by and joining me and our wonderful crew here on the show. I'm Ben Gelman. Talk to you soon.